Hi, Dylan Morrison here. Welcome to this, the 16th talk in my Desire series entitled Earth Calling Heaven. In my last blog talk, we looked at the contrasting nature of the Kingdom of God and its otherness. Today, I wish to examine one of the ways of remaining in such a radical and divine realm, namely prayer or meditation. Firstly, let me make a subtle but important distinction between these two means of internal communication. Meditation is, I believe, an historical and much practiced technique that helps us to bypass the conflicting voices of our fragmented psyche soul's subpersonalities. The human spirit has, I suggest, the innate ability to filter out these raging ego discussions and listen to itself. Many who regularly meditate experience a sense of oneness within the whole created order. In an Eastern monist view of reality, this oneness is interpreted as the divine, each of us being an integral expression of the essence of all. Now, controversial as I may be, may I suggest that this much sought after connection is one with none other than the individual's own spirit self, the I Am, a divine spark without limits. Meditation is, I believe, a gateway through which many pass on their way to the divine city. Others tend to set up camp just inside the gate, claiming that the secret of the cosmos has now been discovered. A mysterious new world has been found, but one whose founder still remains silent. Prayer, in its essence, is similar to meditation, but with one main distinction. In prayer, the I Am is not alone, but listening for the voice of another. Within meditation, the human spirit alone communicates with the psyche or soul. But within prayer, ultimate communication is established between the divine voice and the psyche soul via one's I Am spirit. Now, this difference is subtle, but in reality, worlds apart. The meditator sees themselves as an intricate part of the cosmic consciousness, whilst the prayer practitioner sees their communication as a conversational union with the original other or source. In other words, prayer is a relationship-based communication, whereas meditation is a vitally important self-awareness exercise. Now, unfortunately, both exercises generally fall into two distinct or metaphysical camps. Prayer is generally the preferred practice for those of a monotheistic bent, for example, Christians, Jews, Muslims, etc., whilst meditation is the favoured technique for those of a monist bent, namely Buddhists, some Hindu schools of thought, and many New Age faiths. As a follower of Yeshua, I reckon that both practices are essential for a truly integrated psycho-spiritual life. Many of us raised in traditional religious circles, no matter what the brand, learned at an early age to rattle off set prayers, usually before retiring for the night. A religious duty to ensure that God didn't get just a little bit tetchy with us and leave us to the powers of darkness. Now, much adult prayer remains motivated by these childish fears, which distorts the nature of divine love and its desire for relational intimacy. Guilt plays a big role in our infantile approach to the one to whom we broadcast our request lists. Doubting that we're truly accepted, let alone loved by God, we don't cozy up too close to the divine in case we receive a not too totally unexpected, wrathful divine clip in the ear. Rather, true prayer or conversational communion with the Abba of Yeshua is one of the precious side effects of a spirit encounter. Meditation, on the other hand, is a valued technique for stilling the storm that rages within. The key benefit of this psycho-spiritual exercise is the revelation that we are more than the ego, the hurting, fragmented soul that holds on tightly to the steering wheel of our space-time existence. Our human spirit always remains in a place of equilibrium and one of peace. The discovery that such a quiet inner chamber exists within the noisy household of our inner world brings much release and reassurance to our troubled psyche, one within which we appear to authentically be connected with the divine source. In times of stress, when we're unable to pray due to the confusion of the inner chatter, a detaching our focus on the I am spirit within can bring surprisingly fast results as we yearn for a restored calm and indeed sanity. Now from there, we can once more tune into the voice beyond, the voice of the Beloved, calling us into the garden of divine presence. In my next talk, I hope to examine Yeshua's model prayer, commonly known as the Lord's Prayer. I will look at it from a mimetic or imitative perspective, one not commonly talked about.